Metal Gear.
Snake, it's me.
What's wrong? Did you find a good place to hide?
Yeah, thanks to the stealth gear. It looks like they've finished getting
Stealth
Metal Gear ready.
Gear.
How do you know that?
I overheard them talking. Where are you now?
Right in front of Metal Gear, but it's strange.
What is?
There's nobody here. No guards, nobody patrolling. It's too quiet.
Maybe because they're all ready. They said they even input the PAL codes.
What should I do?
All we can do is use the override system that President Baker told you about.
But I've only got one of the 3 keys, and besides that, like Ocelot said, there's some trick to using the keys.
Leave it to me.
You got some kind of plan?
Well, I'm in the computer room right now. I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Baker's files? Don't you need a password?
Of course, but there are ways.
Are you a hacker?
Yep, that describes me pretty well.
Does it look like you can get in?
I don't know yet. I'll give it a try.
I'm counting on you.
Well, I'ma just climb up here while I'm waiting on that.
Snake, it's me again.
How's it going?
Not bad. I just got past his 3rd security level. He was a pretty careful guy.
Do you think you'll break in soon?
I never met a system I couldn't bust into.
Okay, keep trying.
Anything over here? FAMAS bullets. Chaff grenades, that'll be helpful. I am on top of the Metal Gear.
Snake, I did it.
Hey, Kylie,
You
Neko.
got past security?
Bingo.
Great. So what do you got?
I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file.
So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about?
I haven't found it yet.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake, I found something else.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile. It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty sneaky.
Yes, but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about this weapon.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
It's a stealth weapon.
You mean it won't show up on radar?
Yeah. The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to develop one until now?
Because of the missile rocket propulsion system, it would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
An invisible nuclear warhead.
Totally impossible to intercept. And on top of that, it's got a surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
Yeah, we learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections. Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
If word of this got out, it could delay the signing of the START 3 treaty and cause a huge international incident.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
I'm sorry.
You've changed, Colonel.
I won't make any excuses.
Snake, listen to me. This new nuclear weapon, it's never actually been tested, only simulated.
You mean they ran a computer model?
Yeah, that's why they were
It
conducting
is
this
quite
exercise.
over the top
They
for
needed to get
a
actual
weapon.
experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
Would it not actually
Looks
work
like it went
IRL?
better than they
I don't
hoped
know
for,
the
but I can't find the data anywhere on
I don't
this
know how
network.
grounded that
You'd
is
think the data as important as that would be carefully
in this
recorded.
otherwise
Was.
incredibly
President
realistic
Baker
and
gave me
grounded
an optical disc
series.
with all of the test data.
What? Do you still have it?
No, Ocelot took it from me.
The terrorists have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead. Once they input the detonation codes, they should be ready to launch.
So you think they can do it?
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you find out how to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's personal files.
We're counting on you.
Oh, there's a guard over here somewhere. Aha. Glad I remembered. Yes.
Snake?
Did you find it?
No. I haven't found out about the override system yet, but I found Baker's ulterior motive.
He's just
You can't
looking to
escape
get rich,
gravity
Well, that's
without
part of
bringing
it.
propellant with you,
Armstead is in much worse
which limits the
financial trouble than I
range.
thought.
I know they lost their bid to make the next generation fighter jet. That plus the reduction in SDI spending.
It looks like there was even some
Yeah,
talk
to
of
me
a
it sounds
hostile
like
takeover.
Everything was
they
riding on
were
this project,
using the
I guess.
railgun
It looks like
to
we were
throw
paying
the
a lot
nuke
of
like a
bribe money
football.
to the DARPA chief.
Bribe money, huh?
Yeah, and Baker was a big proponent of the nuclear deterrent theory.
I see. So anyway, what about the override?
Just give me a little bit longer.
Slam dunk that nuke right into your destination of choice.
Okay, I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged the safety device. We can launch anytime.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
Should I set it for Cherniton, Russia?
No, there's been a change. The new target is Lopnor, China.
Why, boss?
I'm sure neither you nor Mr. Golukovich would really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
Liquid.
But why? There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site?
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top-secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the President will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the President's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India... I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about this new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes, the President will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big Boss's DNA and $1 billion. $1 billion?
That money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the Fox-Die vaccine in our demands.
Fox-Die. It killed Octopus and the Armstech president. So it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either. Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with the adrenaline level in the blood. Or maybe it's just because this fox died.
Yeah.
Was still experimental.
$1 billion,
They
that
haven't
was a
worked out
big
all the
deal
bug
at the
shit.
time.
In any case, Have you heard from your friend, Colonel Sergei Golukovich, at the Spetsnaz?
He still has doubts about the ability of Metal Gear. He said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
He's a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons? Golukovich, he's no warrior. He's a politician.
But he's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we join forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the Genome Soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's morale. An alliance with the Russians would boost that as well.
What are you saying?
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here.
We could still escape.
We've got the most powerful weapon ever made, and we're about to ally with Golukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
And what's wrong with that? We can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead invisible to radar. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours.
What about your promise to Colonel Golukovich?
And then what?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not
What would you
thinking
do
of
after
reviving Big
that?
Boss's dream.
From today, call this place Outer Heaven.
Big Boss's dream.
But
It's
boss,
not outer heaven until there are giant
worried about
nonsensical
the power
cylinder
being
things
overridden.
rolling around.
If the code is in it again, it'll be deactivated.
Give me an elevator that only goes
Only to
up, and then
look.
another
The Dark
elevator
Chief
that
Leon's
only
Techno
goes
Center was
down.
dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
I want labyrinthine
Then
dungeons
no one can stop
filled
Metal
with
Gear
poison
now.
gas.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to
And
kill
lots and lots
Let her
of death
live.
traps that
She's
will
Camel's
drive me
leash, and
absolutely
Snake cares
crazy.
for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the hole.
Meryl, she's alive.
It was a simpler time when villains didn't actually need a plan or an endgame.
Snake, I found Baker's top secret files.
Great job.
How's it going there?
They've finished inputting the PAL codes. So how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see the override system that the President was talking about? It can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
Only once, huh?
Yeah, you better get started. We don't have much time.
But it takes 3 keys, right? I've only got one of them.
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3 keys.
What are you talking about?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy.
Yes, it's a material that changes shape at different temperatures.
It's like that brooch that Gustava had in Metal
This
Gear
card
2.
key?
Yeah, the card key changes
That was a
shape
key
at
for some
different
reason.
temperatures.
So this key is actually 3 keys in one. Clever.
Can you see the input terminals in the center of the control room?
Yep,
I see.
color-coded and
Those
everything.
3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key. Input the keys in order from left to right. The left one's for the room temperature key. See the symbol? Next to that goes the low temperature key. The one on the right is the high temperature key.
Okay, I got it. First, I change the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys. After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it. Once you've finished with all 3 terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system. It's only meant to be used once.
The world is riding on that key, Snake.
Who's that? Damn! He fell in the drainage ditch.
Oh, darn.
Snake, this is bulletproof glass.
The world was
There's
riding
no
on
way
that
in.
key.
I'll enjoy watching you die.
Snake, you've got to get that key.
They wouldn't dare climb on top of Metal Gear? Yeah, that's right. They're much too afraid of the giant robot. Yeah, it is awfully convenient of them to leave that room with no way in. They could have just stayed in there. And then I wouldn't be able to insert the keys. Which would surely be bad for them. I'll go ahead and get rid of that camera over there. I think you can use the mine detector to help you find the key, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I see it moving on the radar. Ew. That's not... That is not what I'm looking for. Thank you.
Snake, did you find the key?
No, it's not here.
Don't be ridiculous. You saw it fall into the drainage ditch, didn't you? The drainage ditch. Isn't there something odd about it?
It's hurting me.
There are a lot of big rats, though.
That's it, Snake. A rat must have eaten it.
Why?
Now it's being ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, I'm right. There's no other possibility. Rats eat all sorts of things. There's nothing
In one
unusual
bite?
about that.
The rat ate the card whole without chewing on it or anything? Just swallow the thing whole. There's a little mouse hole over here. Been a long time since I've done this. Wait, I think I saw it. Ah. Gotcha. Yeah, like if you get too close or move around too much or something, then the rat will hide, but I have obtained the key. I'll go back up to put it in the normal temperature laptop. Miller, I got it.
You got the card key back? Good job. Now hurry to the control room.
But Liquid and Ocelot were in there. And they have no reason to leave. Ah, that guard is such a pain. If only Snake could use the sniper rifle while standing. I'll get him. It's coming back. That's gonna happen to this unfortunate guard a lot. Who put that camera there? I don't think that was there before. Or maybe it was.
That takes care of PAL code number 1. Now, PAL number 2. Freeze the key.
I don't want to waste all my chaff grenades in here. These cameras sure are annoying. I really hope that guard didn't respawn again. Did he? He did. Damn it. All right. Snake, work with me. Okay. Got him. I gotta go somewhere cold. So unnecessary. The amount of cameras in here. Ow. Dang it. That hurt. A little bit. Here's a cold place. I forget if it's like purely a time thing or if I'm supposed to hold the key while waiting in here. Like if there's anything I can do to speed up the process. It might just purely be a time thing, I don't know. As far as I know, it's just waiting for the key. It just takes a while. I have been playing through an old PS1/PS2 series lately called, well, the PS1 game is called Kodelka, which precedes a PS2 series called Shadow Hearts. I like it a lot. I think someday I'll stream it. Alright, the card has changed shape. But, like, they're long JRPGs, and I don't want to burn myself out on them, so I'm, like, experiencing them for myself right now, and then maybe in, like, a year, I'll come back and stream them. I like them. I've never been much of a JRPG kind of person, but I think these games have been showing me that, like, I can play these kinds of games if they have an interesting enough setting. Like, I have zero tolerance for those, generic high fantasy JRPG settings. I don't think I will ever touch a Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest game or anything like that. Hello, I'm doing well. Trying to see if I can finish up Metal Gear Solid today. Climb the ladder, Snake. There you go. Don't punch the ladder. Climb it. Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Oh my gosh, there. But yeah, Kodelka. It's a really cool, like, PS1 JRPG with pre-rendered graphics that are, or pre-rendered cutscenes rather, that are way too good to be on the PS1. Like, weirdly, shockingly good. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like my model. Yeah, it's just my persona that, like, I had converted into a 3D VTuber avatar. Like, you know how in most PS1 games like this or Resident Evil or whatever, characters kind of have the pixel face thing going on? And they can't really, like, emote. So there's a lot of, like, head bobbing and arm flailing when they talk. Look up the pre-rendered cutscenes to Kodelka. It's like, I can't believe this was on a PS1. And all of the cutscenes were motion captured, too. Like, they were acted out on a stage using technology that apparently was not even available in Japan at the time. Like, they contracted some other company in Santa Monica to do all of that stuff. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I love the way my Sona design is. I put a lot of thought into it.
Okay, there goes pal code number 2. Next comes pal number 3. Warm the key.
Your persona is a red panda? That sounds really cool. Also, thank you for following. I don't see too many, like, red pandas. But I always like them when I do see them. I have a few other alternate characters as well. Like, one of my other characters is a hyena. I have one that's a goat, though I never really do anything with that one. Oh god, snake, snake, snake. He's gonna see me. maybe not. Okay, that was lucky. Thought for sure that I was gonna get spotted on that one. Alright, so I'm gonna go back to the blast furnace area to heat up the key. Damn it. Stupid gun turrets. It'll be nice when I get to the next game and I don't have to actively... God, there are guards in here now. Where I don't have to actively be holding the key cards anymore. Oh, shit! Ah, damn it. That's like the second alert I've had this entire game. I've been doing pretty well for the most part. But yeah, it'll be nice when I get to MGS2 and I don't have to actively be holding the cards anymore to open doors, and I can keep my body armor on, take less damage. I'm on the conversation elevator now, because this is where all the conversations happen, because this elevator is so long. Here's a conversation.
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed
I think there's a way for me to bypass the phone verification thingy.
Assassination weapon?
Snake,
I can
have you ever heard
do
of
it
something called Fox
after the
dye?
stream is over.
No. Fox dye. Liquid and the others were talking about it.
I can send you an invite to my
It's some kind of
my
virus
actual
that
server.
targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but
What are you trying to say?
it's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, I mean, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah.
Well, apparently, Fox dye kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you
Ooh,
some
yeah, I'd
kind
love
of
to see it.
injection?
Nanomachines.
She was in
Yeah,
the best position
the
to have
Discord
done it,
server that I
but
have linked
don't know what her motive was.
is just like an airlock server to keep the bots out and stuff. I can send you an invite to the real one, which has a
I'll ask him
whole
myself.
art channel.
What's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi
I'd love to see
under
your
arrest.
persona.
Arrest.
She was sending coded messages towards the Alaskan base.
Yeah,
I didn't want
I'll try to do all that
but she must be
once I'm
working
finished
with the
streaming.
terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So it's true, isn't it?
Naomi. I can't believe it.
That means the Fox dye vaccine must be around somewhere.
Listen, I've got bigger things
My
to worry
nose has
about.
been booped.
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
Come on, I'm not even... I can't even move yet. What an obnoxiously placed camera. Why you can't just shoot at me before the game even allows me to move again? That's not cool. Oh, thank you. We're back in the blast furnace now. Just gonna hang out in here and wait for the card to change shape again. Then I'm gonna have to like book it past the shut up, elevator, you're giving me away. Gonna have to run past the cold and room temperature areas. Alright, it's back to being room temperature now. So I just have to keep hanging out here until it changes again. Takes a couple minutes. Yeah, I don't really have too much that's bugging me at the moment, aside from like the back pain that I've been recently having to deal with. I think I pulled something in my back, so it's been frustrating, like having to walk around and stuff. Hopefully that doesn't turn into anything serious. All right, the key changed shape again, so I'm gonna rush back to the laptops. Aside from that, though, no complaints. I've been working on some stuff. Been working on like this board game that you can check out on the Steam Workshop if you happen to own Tabletop Simulator. It can also be played on Tabletopia, although they won't let me like publicly post that yet since it's not ready, so I would have to send you a special link for that version. That thing is like almost ready. Gameplay wise, it's pretty much done. I still need to balance it properly. I know that there are some cards and stuff that are like way underpowered or way overpowered. Like I'm still getting the balance down, but as far as the actual design goes, it's pretty much done. And hopefully I can commission art for it too, so that I can replace all of the bad like stock not stock, placeholder art that it currently uses with like real art that actually looks good. Eventually. I've been working on that thing on and off for a good while. Back on the conversation elevator. Come on, elevator. I'm on a timer here. There's a conversation.
Snake, can you hear me? It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
Campbell
What
and
the
the others are
hell?
busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Naomi, Is what the Colonel says true?
Yes. But not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know myself. I don't know my real name or
You're
even
about to
what
make
my parents
breakfast?
looked
Nice.
like. I bought all my identification.
I just had a
My
really
reason
quick
for
breakfast
getting into
today.
genetics was true.
Because you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from. My age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s. A dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi.
Fried rice with scrambled eggs. That sounds really
Isn't
good.
that enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me.
I do like rice and
I was
eggs.
alone for so long, until I met my big brother. And him.
Your big brother.
Yes. Frank Yeager.
What?
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes, Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
Frank Yeager. Naomi Hunter.
Fox?
Yeager is German for hunter.
That held together Frank and I.
It's so obvious. It's such an obvious twist.
He's my one connection.
And yet it took me years
Only
to
connection I have to my past.
realize that, and I gave myself a good slap on the forehead.
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who is he? You mean Big Boss?
Oh yeah, I saw your
Yes.
friend request. Actually, I can go ahead and accept that now while they're Kodak
America.
talking.
And then he and my brother went back to Africa to continue the
Boop.
war.
Accepted.
And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Ooh,
Yes.
nice.
That's right.
Really
2
like that red
years.
panda design.
All I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Do you still hate me?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Did you draw it?
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too,
I
did
have to
you?
commission all my
Wanna
art.
use Grey
I
Fox
can't
for his
draw
genome
at all.
Dr. Clark? No.
I am not an artist.
That was my brother. Afterwards, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Grey Fox, he's come here to kill me?
I don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you. I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox, no. Naomi, tell me something.
About Fox Dye? Fox Dye is a type of retro.
Oh, you commissioned it? Yeah, that's what I always have to do.
First, it infects
I'm
the
very jealous
macrophages
of
in the
people
victim's
who
body.
can draw.
Fox dye contains smart enzymes created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF-epsilon.
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die.
Ah, yes, of
The
course.
TNF-epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then they cause a heart attack?
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi,
What?
you must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time? Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't.
My
go
favorite
yet.
color,
I still
purple.
have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Fox dye.
Huh?
I feel like I tend to like a lot of the cooler colors,
No.
like
You
blue.
were injected with Fox
Purple,
dye as
stuff like
part
that.
of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that.
Like, my hyena character is blue, my goat character is pink.
The real thing I wanted to tell you was... Snake,
Hey, what are you doing?
Snake!
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Fox dye was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
God, this is a long elevator. So paranoid about this thing changing colors again. I don't care about the guards in here. I'm just gonna run. Just go, just go. No, not quite as long as that ridiculous staircase. Feel good. I'm gonna be so upset if that thing changes color. Like, I don't know how strict the time limit is. Ooh, a thing. Oh, a useful thing. Could just use the stinger on this person. Ooh. Thank you. Still red? Still red. Go. Hurry up, Snake. Okay, that's all 3 keys.
Palcode number 3 confirmed. Palcode entry complete. Detonation code activated.
No, why?
Ready for launch.
I deactivated it.
Thank you, Snake. Now the detonation code is completed. Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us, too. I really must express my gratitude. Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation.
Accidentally.
In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when we decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
First, I thought we might get the information from you, Snake, so I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. Unfortunately, Octopus didn't survive the encounter, thanks to Fox Die.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning, just to get me to input the detonation code?
Huh? You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the Fox Die vaccine to me. Their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole?
The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Ah, poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell, you're too late.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
Me, dear brother.
Liquid, how the...
You've served your purpose. You may die now.
It is really bad. Okay, I'm pretty sure for this part I call Otacon.
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Can't you open the security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute.
Yeah, no, I'll chill. Take a seat. Fine.
I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.
Just open it, man. What if I go this way? What would happen? What if I just turn back?
Liquid!
Snake! Did you like my sunglasses? You'd point a weapon at your own brother?
Best
Why
line.
did you disguise yourself as Master?
So I could manipulate you more easily. And you performed quite well, I must say. Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn, Snake.
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages.
Why does the room even have that feature? This is a civilian base that was already here. Much like the torture room.
And Decoy Octopus.
You don't mean...
Like,
Right.
why is that a thing?
You were sent here to kill us so they could retrieve Metal Gear undamaged, along with the bodies of the Genome soldiers. From the beginning, the Pentagon was just using you as a vector to spread Fox Die.
Fox Die? It can't be. Are you telling me Naomi was working with the Pentagon?
They thought she was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled so easily.
What?
We've got a spy working in the Pentagon. He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Fox Dye's program just before the operation, but no one knows how or why.
I wonder. Maybe they arrested her so they could find out the answer to that.
No doubt. But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge. We still don't know what changes she made to Fox Dye's program. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I've already added the Fox Dye vaccine to my list of White House demands.
There's a vaccine?
There must be.
It is
but
very
that woman is the only
Batman-esque
woman who
voice.
knows. Anyway, it might prove to be unnecessary.
Why's that?
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us, so we must have all been exposed to the virus. It's true that the Armstech President and Decoy Octopus were killed by Fox Dye, but Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
A bug in the virus's programming?
Could be. In any case, if it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried either. After all, our genetic code is identical.
So it's true. You and I are...
Yes, twins. But we're not ordinary twins. We're twins linked by cursed genes. Les enfants terribles. You're fine. You got all the old man's dominant genes. I got the flawed recessive genes.
I really don't
Everything
think it
was
works
done
this
so that
way.
you would be the greatest of his children. The only reason I exist is so they could create you.
I was the favorite, huh?
That's right. I'm just the leftovers of what they used to make you. Can you understand what it's like to know that you're garbage since the day you were born?
It really doesn't. Like,
I'm the one Father chose.
his whole motivation is just so nonsensical.
Big boss. Some warped kind of love.
Love? It's hate! He always told me I was inferior, and now I'll have my revenge! You should understand me, brother. You killed our father with your own hands! You stole my chance for revenge! Now I'll finish the work that father began. I will surpass him! I will destroy him!
You're just like Naomi.
Well, I'm not like you! Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes! Yeah!
Love that little yeah.
Blake, your blood will be the first to be spilled by this glorious new weapon! Consider it an honor, a gift from your brother! Now I'll show you the power of the weapon that will lead us in the 21st century!
It's moving.
The first Metal Gear I fought didn't do that.
How do I stop it?
Definitely not version 3. Or if we're looking at it chronologically, higher than 3. I feel like the Metal Gear fight always takes me a couple tries. I usually die at least once or twice to this thing. Hopefully it'll be okay here. Oh, here we go. If I remember correctly, chaff grenades do something to it. Lock onto the... There you go. Oh. Damn it. Yeah, I always have a hard time dodging those missiles. They lock on so well. Stop it! Lock on! What the hell, man? Does it? I'll try that. No. Oh my god, yeah. Dude. Yeah, like the missiles always give me such a hard time. I just have to get lucky and hope that his aim is horribly, horribly off. I'm pretty sure there's a ration in here somewhere. Oh man, here come more missiles. Do stun grenades do anything? Why did it give me stun grenades? I don't think stun grenades do anything in this fight that I'm aware of. Oh, come on! That sliver of hell. There. Oh, stun grenades work on the next phase. Okay.
Did that do it?
I'll try stun grenades when the second phase begins. It's Gray Fox with that gun that he's always using every time I see him.
Fox, why? What do you want from me?
I am a prisoner of death. Only you can free me.
Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell-bent on taking revenge for you.
Naomi?
You're the only one who can stop her.
No, I can't.
Why?
Because I'm the one who killed her parents. I was young then, and couldn't bring myself to kill her too. I felt so bad that I decided to take her with me. I raised her like she was my own blood, to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now, she thinks of me as her brother.
Fox.
From the outside, we might have seemed like a happy brother and sister, but every time I looked at her, I saw her parents' eyes staring back at me. Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one.
Kind of. Naomi suffers from Kiryu syndrome.
We're just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat.
The ammo? The camera looked right at the ammo, like, thank you for the ammo, I guess. That was weird. Ugh.
In the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds, we use royal harriers.
Fox.
How strong is that exoskeleton of yours? Snake, are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
Cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal.
Destroyed the radome.
Impressive! unworthy of the codename Fox, but now you're finished!
No! Fire the stinger!
Fox, can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
I can't. The game will not allow me to shoot.
In front of you.
I can't do it.
I can't do it.
It's no good. I can't do it.
I can't do it.
I can't do it.
I can't do it.
It's no good. I can't do it.
Nor truly dead. An undying shadow in a world of light. But soon,
No, I can't do it.
it will finally end.
I'm sorry, Fox, but I can't do it.
Die! Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least I always fought for what I believed in. Snake, farewell.
Slam. Ugh. You would think so. Like, Liquid sure can take a lot of those missiles. Like, I'm sure Gray Fox could have handled the one.
Prayed for death, and it found him. You see, you can't protect anyone, not even yourself. Die!
Boop, 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 boop. God. Oh, am I out of rations? Oh, crap. Yeah, alright. Gonna have to do this whole thing again. It's those missiles. They are such a pain. They lock on so well. Alright. Do over. Yeah. Let me actually wait for Metal Gear to power on before I throw this first chaff. Okay. Piss off. Why did that not do damage, game? Only boss fight I've died against so far, though. This is going much better this time. Oh, hey, I see a ration over there. Skipping cutscene this time.
Now,
It's no good.
I can't skip this, though, obnoxiously.
I can finally die.
But, I mean, it's going way better this time, at least.
I was taken from the battle, neither truly alive nor truly dead. An undying shadow in a world of light.
Why do Metal Gears roar? They always do that, but I never understand why. I assume for intimidation purposes. That's the only reason I can come up with. Even better question, why do they moo in 4? God damn it. Okay. No, it's going much better this time. I just want that ration I saw earlier. Over here. Yes, got it. I'm over here, Liquid. Just like, just in case. Okay, one more. There we go. Got him this time.
Snake, I'll crush you into dust.
I can rest easy knowing that that thing will never function again. Ever. It is destroyed.
Sleeping late as usual. A snake.
Liquid, you're still alive.
I won't die as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I am done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were, as we should be.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things, are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict will breed conflict. New hatreds will arise. Then, we'll steadily expand our sphere of influence.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't it reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie! So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here?
Yeah, no, I mean...
Well, I'll tell you.
The world's gonna be basically in the complete
Enjoy all
other side of that scale by the time we finish 4. It's nothing but like PMCs and stuff everywhere.
I watched your face when you did it. It was filled with the joy of battle.
You're wrong.
There's a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
Oh, I do also really like that. It's just like the way of having them having Liquid accuse the player
That's what the project was called.
of enjoying the violence.
In the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was the man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby method.
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus, and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born. So it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed to create you. I got all of the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born. But you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The Genome Soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy.
There's also
But
that
they're
resident of ours.
digital. With the completion of the Human Genome Project,
But we're saving him for the next game.
Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted into the members of the next generation Special Forces. That's how they became the Genome Soldiers. That's right. The Genome Soldiers that you've been killing are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
The Genome Soldiers?
That's right. They are our brothers, created artificially through the alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous sacrifices.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments! 1991, the Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes. The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to depleted uranium used in the anti-tank rounds.
That was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon. First they tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder, then chemical or biological weapons. The poison gas detection units and the anti-sarin injections, they were all just a cover-up of the secret genetic experiments.
So then, the so-called Gulf War babies that have been reported by Gulf War veterans are...
Yes. They too are our brothers and sisters.
So the Genome Soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Success? Don't be a fool. They're a complete failure. We are on the verge of extinction.
What?
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory? Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The Genome Soldiers suffer from the same problem. Signs of symmetry. So do I. As do you. That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? It increases the chance that their genes will be passed on to a new generation. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. It's called the selfish gene theory.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the genome soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me. And then I'm going to go beyond.
This is to go even further beyond, Snake.
And to do that, first, I will kill you. Look behind you!
By the way, Meryl's been here the whole time.
Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl.
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
No! We have no past, no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be truly ours.
But you do both have names.
Just copies of our father, Big Boss.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we've finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS.
What for?
To bomb the place.
Aren't all of the snakes voiced by the same person in the Japanese version?
Just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
I've never listened to
Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
the Japanese versions of these games, but I feel like I read that at some point.
And he's worried about Fox Die. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
I may only be a figurehead here.
Maybe they just didn't want David Hayter talking to David Hayter for extended amounts of time.
Strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But, Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you, after all the lies.
Colonel.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. What? What are you doing? What?
Snake!
Mei Ling, what happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it.
What happened?
Snake, the Colonel!
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed under arrest for...
Wait, are you in the Discovery submarine with the others?
...the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he's
Campbell and Mei Ling and they were all in
He
that
truly
submarine,
believed
the
that he
Discovery.
was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
President ordered this?
president is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Smart. You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the genome army, everyone.
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
So, you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all?
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. Well, the bombs will be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do. Farewell.
There's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike. You stole everything from me. Only your death can satisfy me. Only your death can return to me what is rightly mine. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. Do you see this? It will be the time limit for our final battle. This nuclear module is set to detonate at the precise moment of her death.
How did you set that up?
If you win,
Oh, this is so
you might still
mean.
be able to save her. You could enjoy one brief moment of love.
Yeah, it's not really a 3-minute time limit.
If you cross this line, you fall. At this height, it will kill even you. How about you, Snake?
It is a very awkward sentence. Hold still so I can punch you. Oh my god. Nope, nope, climb up. Gonna wait for him to... Climb up! Oh, this does not control great.
What's wrong, Snake?
Wow, I was expecting to not be having any trouble with this part. I feel like this part is not actually very hard, but Snake's wibbling and wobbling all over the place.
Nice shot!
Thank you. I'm getting my groove back. Kind of. Come on, come on. Oh, hey, a 5-hit combo. Watch out for that. Damn it. Well, gotta hand it to you, Liquid. You are the only one who can beat me. He beat me as Metal Gear, and he beat me as himself.
How about you, Snake?
At least this time I get actually 3 minutes. I've never once intentionally gotten the 5-hit combo to work.
Nice shot!
But I like when it does work. Oh, come on. What? Oh my god. How quickly the tables can turn on this fight. Okay, okay. Going well so far. It's that, yeah, that fucking charge attack that has me worried. Snake, get up. Why do you take so long to climb back up, dude? God damn it. Yes! Oh my god, finally! Jeez! Wow! Okay, yeah, I have never struggled that much in this fight. I don't know what the hell happened. It's over now, though. Oh my god. Finally did it.
Meryl?
Oh, that was annoying.
Snake, is that you? Snake, oh, you're alive. Thank God.
Meryl? Meryl, are you okay?
Are you okay? Is that all you can say?
Meryl, it must have been terrible.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. I didn't give in to the torture.
Torture?
And things even worse than that. I was fighting too.
Don't like that implication.
Just like you.
You're a strong woman.
Gonna move on from that.
Made me feel closer to you. I felt like you were there with me. It gave me the strength to go on. But I was scared.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that.
Yeah, I just did a whole lot of fighting too, Meryl.
But it made me realize something. During all the pain and shame, there was one thing I was sure of. A single hope that I held on to. And that hope kept me alive. Snake, I wanted to see you again.
Meryl. That's my Kodak. Snake, it's me.
Otacon, good news. Meryl's okay.
All right. You saved her, man. Good job.
I got some bad news, too. We're about to be bombed.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
I guess
boy.
we're considered expendable.
Is there a way out of here?
A way out? Yeah. You can take the loading tunnel to the surface. There's a parking garage right next to you. The tunnel leads from there to the surface.
The door in front?
No. It's a small entrance to the west of that door.
How about the security?
I just unlocked it. Who do you think you're talking to? I'll take care of security along your escape route, too.
What are you going to do?
Me? I'll stay here.
Are you crazy?
I need a little more time to take care of your escape route.
But
unlocking the security doors is difficult work. Only I can do it.
Otacon,
Don't worry. I'm staying here. It's my own decision.
Otacon, this is a hardened shelter, but they're going to use a surface-piercing nuclear bomb. It won't hold.
I'm through regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know. Snake, I'm a complete person now. I've found a reason to live.
Good. Don't die on me.
Same to you. Take care of Meryl, okay?
I will.
Okay, I gotta go. I promise I'll do something about your escape route.
Thanks.
Thanks? Well, that sounds nice.
I believe in you.
Thanks, Snake.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Yes, please. Let's get the hell out of here.
Where's Otacon?
Otacon?
He's fighting right now. With his old self. To be the man he wants to be.
He's fighting for us too?
Yeah. And I don't want it to be in vain.
Me too.
Meryl.
Snake.
Meryl. It started.
I must be heavy.
Looks like we're not gonna have a love scene after all.
Looks that way. Too bad.
Darn.
Let's get out of here.
Snake, it's freezing outside. You need some clothes.
There's my sneaking suit.
Hurry up. Hurry! Looking good, Snake. Hurry!
Hey, guess who hasn't saved even once today?
Snake, they've placed the Kano under arrest. I don't know what I should do. This will probably be your last save.
I'm going to miss those proverbs of yours.
Snake.
Mei Ling, I have a favor to ask you. Make a hard copy of all the codec conversation data up to this point. I want some insurance.
Okay, Snake, leave it to me.
Just leave out the part where I got beaten up by Liquid lots of times over and over
Snake,
again.
please, be safe for me.
I remember this part also being pretty annoying.
Damn, a surveillance camera. Damn, no keys. All right, keys. I got it, Snake. Jump in. Fire that machine gun with your weapon button. Shoot him, Snake. Snake, hold on.
Yeah, I opened the thing. Please drive. I feel like this part also usually takes me a couple attempts whenever I replay this game.
Uh-oh, Snake.
Maybe I hate the last few bits of this game.
We'll never make it. Snake, clear a path. Okay, Snake, let's go.
I didn't say I hate the Metal Gear fight. I just found it to be a little challenging. It takes a couple tries. I kind of hate the fight against, the hand-to-hand fight against Liquid, and I kind of hate this part, though. So maybe, like, the last few parts of this game I don't care for. Meryl! Please! Oh my god! Drive! Yeah, okay, I've used my ration already. This part is absolutely gonna take a few tries, too.
You did it, Snake!
You could have done that! You didn't have to stop at all, Meryl!
Not yet, Snake! It's not over yet! Liquid!
I think I just don't understand this part very well, like, mechanically. Like, I'm not sure how to keep Liquid from shooting me to death. Like, I always rely on the one ration that I have. Because, like, what am I supposed to do when he's ducking down and ramming me? I don't know. Because I can't hit him when he's doing that. Man. Yeah. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, like, I always rely on the one ration they give you on this part to carry me through it, because I don't know how to actually play this part well. So screwing up and losing that one ration too quickly, like, just kind of ruins the entire run.
I'll drive. Damn, a surveillance camera. Damn, no keys. All right, keys. I got it, Snake. Jump in.
Just gonna break a few necks, make this part a wee bit easier.
Snake, hold on.
Go, go, go. When I destroy one, you can start driving again. You don't need me to... Like, why?
We're not out of the woods yet. Here we go. We'll never make it. Snake, clear a path.
These bullet spongy mofos. Okay, I'm really glad that guy over there, his aiming is really bad this time.
You did it, Snake.
Alright, no, this is going way better. Not to jinx myself, but I think I'm gonna make it this time.
Not yet, Snake! It's not over yet! Liquid!
Yeah, like, the mechanics of this part just never really made sense to me. I just hold my finger down on the shoot button and keep that ration equipped and hope that it is enough to get me through the rest of the game. Especially this part, it makes no sense to me. You can actually hit him anytime, Snake. And there goes my ration. Oh boy. Please, Meryl.
Look, Snake, daylight.
Yeah, okay, cool.
We're gonna crash.
Okay, that was the last, like, gameplay of the game. Oh, man.
Meryl, are you okay?
Yeah, just a little shook up.
Meryl, can you move?
It's no good. I can't move.
What happened to Liquid?
I can't see him either.
Liquid's dead. Uh-oh.
Snake! Snake!
If he's dead, that means...
Don't say it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Yeah, that's what makes them stealth, Snake.
Snake, can you hear me?
Colonel.
Are you okay?
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested. Early retirement.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 Spirits have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, you can rest easy. Meryl's fine.
Really? Thanks. Thank you, Snake. Snake, I'm sorry. I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
Snake, I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around here.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
Also, there's a helicopter waiting for you on Fox Island.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Okay, Roy. Are you gonna be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I look forward to that.
Roy, just tell me one thing.
What?
About Fox Die.
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in its programming.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said that she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling is with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi.
I heard about my brother.
I'm sorry. But he had one last message he wanted to say to you. He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you.
There was also something
Naomi,
else he wanted me to tell
your
you,
brother just
but
saved you, me,
forget it. It's
and the
probably
whole
not
world.
important.
He fought with every ounce of strength in his body.
Maybe. Maybe now he's finally found some peace. He wasn't really my brother anymore. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar, he's been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place to die.
Naomi, Liquid died from Fox Die too. What about me? When am I gonna go?
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time is up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you. Live, Snake. It's all I can say to you.
Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code. It's unchangeable, immutable. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA. Because I wanted to know who I was, where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that it governs a person's potential strengths, potential destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether or not you're in the Fox Die program isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm going to choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from here on, I'm going to just live. Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to the future.
Oh yeah, no, it will be a plot point later. It is very important.
Loving each other, teaching each other.
It is absolutely going to come back.
That's how we can change the world.
Let's make a Resident Evil 4 style
realized
escape from this place.
The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
Except this came out first.
Look, I found this.
I've always wondered that, like, who put that
As a
there?
reminder.
And how did Mei Ling see it if it was in a cave?
Reminder of a successful mission, or the first time we met?
A reminder of how to live.
Huh?
Until today, I've lived only for myself. Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now? What do your genes say about your future now?
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah. Someone like you.
Someone like you,
Maybe that's the real
but not
way to
you,
live.
because you're not in the next game.
So, where to, Snake?
David. My name's David.
Okay. So where to, Dave?
I think it's time we look for a new path in life.
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will we find it?
We'll find it. I know we'll find it.
What are those?
Caribou. To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
For us too.
Yeah. Spring brings new life to everything. It's a time for hope. I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful. The sky, the sea, the caribou, and most of all, you.
I think I'm gonna like this new life.
It is a good 9 years between now and
Let's
when we
enjoy
see her
life.
again. Yeah. She continues to be a soldier, I guess. $60,000 nukes in the world in the 80s. Trying to get that number down. As of 1998, there's still 26,000 of them, though. Don't know what that number is currently, but, you know. Mute button. Okay, the game should be muted now, because Twitch and YouTube do not like this song being played. Twitch has already gotten mad at me for this song playing in the background of certain scenes. But yeah, that was Metal Gear Solid 1. One of the earliest games I have memories of playing. Like, I was only like 4 or 5-ish when I played this game on the PlayStation 1 for the very first time. Loved it back then. Still love it now. But man, the last few sequences of this game, I don't care for very much. The hand-to-hand fight with Liquid and the escaping in the jeeps. But no, I still love this game. I'm just being salty. So I finished MGS today. I'm gonna stream again tomorrow, start MGS 2. My plan is to beat that however long that ends up taking, and then I'll play through 3, and then probably take a break from Metal Gear. 5 is on Steam, but I don't want to skip to it. Like, I'm gonna wait for 4 and Peace Walker to happen. But I don't expect that to happen this year. What with, like, you know, Delta coming out, and they're apparently trying to fix some of the things that people were not happy about with Volume 1 of the Master Collection. So yeah, I think it's going to be a good while before we see Volume 2. I'm sure 4 will be included in it. It would be insane if it isn't. But the real question is, you know, is 4 going to run decently? Also, 4 had, like, all that Apple product placement. I don't know if there's a licensing thing there that they have to deal with before they can put it on Steam. Yeah, after I get through 3, I'm not going to skip to 5. I'll have to figure out something else to do for a while. Didn't they drop a trailer for Death Stranding 2? I haven't looked at it yet. I ended up really liking Death Stranding. Maybe that's what I'll do after I beat MGS3. I could try streaming through that. That is a frustrating game, though. I mean, Death Stranding starts off at its most annoying, and then becomes progressively less annoying as the game goes along. Which is certainly a decision. But ultimately, I do like that game. I don't know. No promises on me actually playing that. We'll see. I could just disappear off Twitch again for a really long time like I do sometimes. And watch this VOD still be muted. At least I'm recording locally so I can deal with it if there are still problems. Okay, song is ending, so I will unmute.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. The important thing is that you choose life, and then live.
Yes, sir. The entire unit was wiped out. Those two are still alive. The Vector? Yes, sir. Fox Die should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of. Yes, the inferior...
I never noticed until right now, listening with headphones on, but you can kind of hear the mumbles of somebody on the other line that Ocelot is talking to.
Yes, sir, I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus.
Solidus Snake.
What should I do about the woman? Yes, sir. I'll keep her under surveillance. Yes, thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
Codename Leopard. I got the bandana, beat the game in 6 hours and 54 minutes exactly. 7 saves, 11 continues, not bad. 6 alerts. Killed 74 enemies and 35 rations. I mean, not awful. Alrighty, that is Metal Gear Solid done. And that'll be the end of this particular stream. I'll come back tomorrow, same time, same place, and start MGS2. It's been fun. Thanks for hanging out. See ya next time.